Wait a sec. Did I just say something really important?
What? I couldn't hear you.
It's not as though I've looked up whether I'm descended from you or not. But you should forget about me and live a regular life here in this world.
Oh, I see. An ancestress, huh? That's how you see me. I thought... Well, never mind. It doesn't matter.
I didn't mean...
I'm sorry if I've been a bother. I was out of line.
Margaret.
I was born here, and someday I shall marry someone and have children, grow old and die. And it's all been decided already, hasn't it? And then my child will have a child, then that child too, and all the way at the end of that repetition is you. That's what you mean. And if I were to break away from my time right now, you would never be born.
Something like that, maybe. I can't be sure. I don't have any memory of my parents, so...
I understand. Don't worry about me. I'm all right. You'll come over again, won't you? To tell me all these wondrous things? That's allowed, isn't it?
I will. So see you again soon.
Hugo! Where are you?
Lord, you're so noisy. I'm here, right here.
Hugo, you're the one that's been trying to kill me.
Never mind that. Where's Homunculus?
You heard what I asked you.
The Homunculus was completed because you showed up. You fooled Father into creating the Homunculus. Isn't that right? I read Father's research notes. They said you brought him the last ingredient, the Philosopher's Stone.
Me? Get your father to create homunculus? All I've been doing is trying to stay alive. But it isn't...
What I really wanted was to get here earlier and stop what you were doing. But all my machine could do was follow yours. So I targeted yesterday's you because I thought I could manage to get to you before you did the things you did today. I had so many chances, but I still didn't manage to kill you off.
Hugo.
It's a shame, but there's no way for my machine to outrun yours. And I can't stop the homunculus from being completed. So I'm switching to another plan. If I can't prevent homunculus from being created in the first place, I'll destroy it. That seems to be the only way to get a hold of the Philosopher's Stone.
Philosopher's Stone? What use is that to you?
Hugo?
I'm out for revenge, get it? Homunculus destroyed my family, and you're the one who had him created.
Hugo, I can't believe that's true. Ike just doesn't seem like someone who would do a thing like that. There must be some other reason Father just disappeared the way he did. Come on, Hugo. Let's give him a little more time. We'll wait together.
Shut up. That's your problem, you know. Stop treating me like a kid whenever it suits you, all right?
I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but
I know that homunculus is made of the Philosopher's Stone. If we got hold of it, we could save Mother.
Save? What do you mean by that?
I can save her life. That's the reason I'm looking for that stone. This time, I'll succeed, and she'll be alive again. We'll all go home together and start over. You understand now? Come on, go get homunculus.
Bring her back? Hugo, what do you think you're doing?
You want to raise the dead?
The stone let Father create homunculus. As long as I have the right materials, this should work too.
Hugo, you didn't.
Never mind, just hurry up.
You used that lock of Mother's hair? You've tried this before?
Hurry up!
Homunculus can't be... He just appears out of nowhere. It has nothing to do with what I want. Yes, he saved my life, but that's about it. It just isn't possible for me to call him up. You've got to understand.
I'll give you 20 minutes. If you don't bring him to me in 20 minutes, I'm just going to disappear. Sorry, sis, but I'll have to leave you behind in this age.
Hugo, what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. Even if I do end up doing that, nothing's going to happen to you. Leaving your ancestress in this time. You understand what that means, right? Go on, hurry up!
Welcome. Yes?
Who are you?
Would you really like to know?
If you really don't mind telling me.
Could it be that you are here because you have some idea of what that answer will be? I met you long ago. I could not have imagined then that we would meet again under such circumstances. I'd listened to you go talking, of course, but how could I have believed these wild fantasies about time travel? That is, until I became what I was and saw you again. Yes, long ago I was called Helena. I had a life of my own and 2 children named Margaret and Hugo. But I was also very ill. When we first met, I couldn't even raise myself from the bed anymore. And soon afterwards, I died. All that was left of my existence was a lock of hair, as it should have been. But Hugo, my son Hugo, found the homunculus device that his father had been experimenting with. And he used my hair in the machine. What are you? Please stop this. Hugo, send me back. Help me.
What are you doing here?
Father.
Never mind. Just get out.
Father! But
You
Father!
are not to enter this room again.
Hugo's act brought back my spirit alone to this world, stripped of the protection of the body, and the disembodied spirit kept forever from rest. Has been wandering this earth through time, and will for all eternity.
Have you told him? Told Hugo about this?
No, I have not told Hugo. He cannot see me, nor hear me.
Why are you helping me?
You're very special. You can hear my voice. The only people I can reach are those who have ended their stay in this world of the living and are on their way to the next.
Oh, great. So I have one foot in the grave. Is that it?
Perhaps, but you are trying to deflect your destiny away from immediate death. And the cause of your death rests with Hugo, my son. So I suppose I was hoping that fate could be swayed, just like that creature is. I know how powerful fate is, but I still hoped, though of course for a very different reason from the creatures.
The creature?
Homunculus. My husband did not create it. You know, its true nature is far from that. It's a kind of genie trapped in the philosopher's stone. All my husband did was free it.
That can't be.
What I've told you, I pieced together from what other souls told me in my wanderings. Ever since I became what I am now. Of course, not all of it may be true. I've kept you long enough, haven't I? You must go. Fate is something that belongs to you, and the only one who can change it is yourself. My work is near its end. There is only one thing I ask of you. Should you ever see Hugo again, tell him you have done an unforgivable thing, but I forgive you, even if no one else can.
Hi, how are things? I'm not doing too well, as you can see. This body can get a little tiresome sometimes. It must be nice to have a human one.
Could you come with me for a second? Hugo's looking for you, and I have a few things I need to ask you too.
Hugo, eh? Which means you know who the killer is, I guess. Let me guess what Hugo's plan is. He's going to leave Margaret in the present and wipe you, a descendant, out that way.
You knew about this?
Since I was willing to give you time-traveling powers, you didn't expect me to just sit around, did you? I tested out a few histories. That particular outcome was just a variation on a theme, so it was fairly easy to guess. It's the sort of thing Hugo would think of. So I Please, don't thank me. I just wanted to help. Switched kids. I found a baby just about the same age. Is the Margaret you know blonde and blue-eyed?
What are you saying? Switched babies? Isn't Margaret an ancestress of mine?
Well, that's my theory. There's something uncanny about your involvement with that family, don't you think? It is, after all, the simplest explanation. Well, if she isn't a blonde, it means my plan worked. No matter what happens to Margaret, your existence is an assured fact. Don't worry. I'll switch things back to the way they were after all this is over.
You switched Margaret with Mr. Eckert's daughter?
So what, Ike? No big deal, I say. She was going to die alongside her mother, and I saved her life. It's harmless compared to Hugo trying to cancel your existence by stranding Margaret in the future, don't you think? Master Hugo's plans will fail thanks to me.
Oh, God. So that's what really happened when Mr. Eckert's daughter disappeared. Wait a second. Did you murder his wife, too?
Me? As if I'd risk myself in doing that. Do you have any idea how fragile my body is? I have to take good care of it so that it won't break. I'm really not very strong. Just now, I had to rest a little here, and the next thing I know, there are people all over the crime scene. So I couldn't complete the switch. But I did manage to bring the real Margaret to this time. Under the name Dana, of course. No need to worry.
I don't believe the stunts you pull. These are people's lives, their fates that you're dealing with here.
You lost me there for a second, Ike. Sorry, but I'm not human, so I wouldn't know anything about that. But I do believe in the power of fate, you know. No matter how much you meddle, it always wants to go back to the way it was. It has a kind of homing instinct, if you catch my drift. That's why we're having so much trouble getting death du jour off your menu.
I know what I said about not wanting to die. But you have to stop changing other people's destinies so casually. I mean, why do you have to go that far?
Well, if you're that unhappy about it, Ike, would you like me to change it back? Of course, it has to be after she's turned 20, after she's taken hostage by Hugo. Otherwise, there's no point in switching them in the first place.
20 years isn't something you can just erase from memory and relive. Don't you understand how serious time is?
Excuse me? Are you trying to lecture me, Ike? After all I've done for you? Humans are nothing but trouble. Really? Well, see you later then.
Wait! Where do you think you're going? He said something weird. Homing instinct? No way. Was that it? So Dana is my... And Margaret is Mr. Eckert's daughter? Can that be it? Who's there?
No need to be surprised. You are a nervous one, aren't you, Ike? What did you want with this ruin? 400 years ago, It was a laboratory. Now, it's just a mess.
You didn't see anything? You know, in here?
Oh, you saw the spirit. So, you can see it, can't you? I can see the living, and I can see the souls of the dead. But I can't see the thing that lives here. It gives me the creeps, really. I can sense something, but that's it.
Hey, can you call up spirits?
Excuse me?
Well, for example, if Dr. Wagner could have a talk with Hugo right now, and Hugo understands what his father was really trying to do, well, maybe Hugo would change his mind about all this. What do you think?
Well, I hadn't thought of that. Dr. Wagner, of course. Nothing could be simpler.
Really?
Really? Wait a moment, and I'll fetch Dr. Wagner. Come over here. You better stand back, Ike. He's about ready. Now he's ready. Hello, Professor. How do you feel?
Dr. Wagner?
Aren't you, wasn't it you who brought me the Philosopher's Stone?
That's right. I'm Ike. Doctor, I have a favor I need to ask you. I don't know how to say this, but... well, your son, Hugo, is trying to kill me. He thinks that what happened to you and his whole family was Homunculus's fault. And that Homunculus would never have been created if I hadn't helped you. He told me this himself. He also said that he was going to use the Philosopher's Stone to bring his mother back to life.
Good Lord. Where is Hugo right now?
He's right over there. It's more than 400 years from your time.
I must see him. I must speak with Hugo. He needs to know the truth. I see now that this is why you've brought me here.
So you will speak to Hugo?
Yes, it is my duty. Will you take me to him?
Gladly.
Did you bring him?
Hugo!
Who's there?
Ike, please stay here. I will handle this.
Of course. Be careful.
Did you bring Homunculus?
Goodbye, Ike. Hugo!
Father?
Father?
Father, you're alive. How did you get here?
Hugo, what do you think you are doing? Did your mother and I give you life so that you could take another's?
No, that's not it. There's a reason.
Then stop your attempts on Ike's life. Do you understand? If you do that, I will tell you all about my research.
Okay. I understand.
That's my boy. Come with me.
Okay.
Let us go then.
Father? Where are you going?
Dr. Wagner!
That isn't my father.
What?
What was that? And where did they go?
How's that? Good?
What's going on?
Where did you take them?
I wouldn't know.
Why not? Dr. Wagner.
Oh, that wasn't Dr. Wagner, Ike.
What?
Wagner isn't dead yet, so I can't very well call up his spirit, can I? That was a fake. Get it? A puppet that does exactly what I tell it to do. Not bad, eh? Hugo certainly fell for it.
Oh my God.
Well, that just about takes care of those murder attempts. Wouldn't you say? Well, looks like it's over, doesn't it? Good job, Ike.
I was trying to change my destiny.
And you did.
All this was for you? You used me to ensure you would exist, that no one would rewrite the script.
Now, let's not have all this unpleasant talk about using. I mean, who cares, really? Yes. Yes, you managed to preserve my destiny. If you had been killed, I would never have been born. Immortality has its perks, but you have to be given life first.
I see. So I was just being used. All your talk about an ancestor, was that just to get me to go back to that time?
Well, how should I know? Oh, by the way, I need the Digipad back.
Here. It's yours.
Oh,
What?
well, why don't you take her back to her own time?
Huh? Who? Me?
Margaret, what do you want to do? Are you going back home or staying in this time?
I'll stay here. I want to stay in this time and make a life here.
Are you sure? I mean,
You know my father's not coming back, right?
that's what I read in a book. So if we're to trust that,
Then I won't go back. It's too lonely by myself. And besides, I feel good here, like I belong. It's a strange thing to feel, but I think I should go with it.
here, you can have it back. I don't need it anymore.
Yes, hand it over.
Oh!
Oh no!
What happened?
I think it was destiny. fate decided his life would end this day. Soon afterwards, Margaret was adopted by the Eckerts. You could say that she finally came home.
It's such a tall tree. Was it here before?
No, I think this is where he... Did the stone do this? Is the tree here because the Philosopher's Stone gave up its energy? Hey, what is this?
What?
Hugo,
Well, did you bring homunculus?
did you take a look at where your house used to be?
Yeah. I went over there. It's like a gutted box. There's nothing there. Everything's gone. No trace of the way we used to live. No happy memories. How could I ever forgive you for that?
Your mother. She's still there.
That's a lie! You think I'd fall for that trick? Yeah, right. You can't get me that way.
Look, of course she isn't there in the physical sense. But she says her spirit's been around this whole time. And she said she forgives you. All this happened just now.
You... Are you trying to pull the wool over my eyes?
I swear, I'm telling you the truth.
Hugo?
All right then. Don't you dare move. I'm gonna go over there and take a quick look. I'll know if you try anything, so don't even think about it. Damn, it's just a ruin after all. He tricked me.
Hugo.
Mother?
Hugo? What's wrong, Hugo?
Hugo. Hugo.
Oh, God. It's Mother. It's her voice.
What are you talking about? I don't hear a thing.
You wait here, okay? I have to take a look around.
But, Hugo...
Mother? You're here, aren't you? Mother, it's me, Hugo.
You have done something that can never be excused or forgiven. You should have understood the sanctity of life and its weight is beyond measure.
But I...
Oh, I understand how you feel. How could I not? Even if no one else can. My little Hugo. Would you like to come with me?
I'll go. I want to go with you, Mother.
Hugo!
Mother!
Hugo!
It isn't safe.
But Hugo! Hugo!
Pull yourself together.
Hugo! My only... It was just the two of us. And now... Why? Why?
I know there's nothing I can say that'll make things easier for you right now. But I'm here for you. Just remember that, Margaret.
Hugo. Hugo.
Well, looks like it's over, doesn't it? Good job, Ike.
I was trying to change my destiny.
And you did.
All this was for you? You used me to ensure you would exist, that no one would rewrite the script.
Now, let's not have all this unpleasant talk about using. I mean, who cares, really? Yes. Yes, you managed to preserve my destiny. If you had been killed, I would never have been born. Immortality has its perks, but you have to be given life first.
I see. So I was just being used. All your talk about an ancestor, was that just to get me to go back to that time?
Well, how should I know? Oh, by the way, I need the Digipad back.
Here. It's yours.
Oh,
What?
well, why don't you take her back to her own time?
Huh? Who? Me?
Margaret, what do you want to do? Are you going back home or staying in this time?
I want to go home. Even if it means I'll be alone.
There. Give her a ride home. I've set it for one last trip. Hurry though, Ike.
Well, take care then.
You too, Ike. I guess it's goodbye.
Here, I'm giving this back to you. She's safely back home now.
What a nice guy I am. All services guaranteed. Well, I suppose we won't be seeing each other again, right?
Hey, I wonder if that bar is still around. I'll go celebrate for staying alive today. Hugo!
Where's Homunculus? Get a move on, all right?
Hugo, stop this.
Hurry up! Or would you rather I leave her here in this age?
Go ahead.
Huh?
She's the only family you've got left. Are you still going to leave her behind?
Shut up!
Settle down.
Mr. Eckert!
Damn it!
I was worried, so I followed you.
Let go of me!
Fat chance.
Ike,
Are you okay?
Damn it! Let go! Let go of me!
Ow!
oh,
Are you all right?
Hey! Stop it!
No way. You won't get away from me as long as you're after Ike.
Help! Sis!
Hugo, stop this. Please, I'm begging you to stop.
See that? You've got family of your own, and you don't treat family that way. And Ike? He has people he cares about, too. Don't you ever forget it. I feel the same way about my family. You think there's a parent worth his salt out there who doesn't care about his children? You understand what I'm saying? I'm someone's parent and you're someone's child. So I'm telling you, end this right here, right now. Even if you keep trying, I won't let you do it. You understand? Promise me you'll end this.
Okay.
Hugo.
Hugo.
Sis, I'm really sorry. Can we go home? I'm sorry about everything. Forget the Philosopher's Stone. It's okay now.
Hugo.
Come on, sis. Let's go home. When we get there, I promise I'll destroy the time-traveling device.
What? Seems a shame.
It's my way of making amends and turning over a new leaf. I left the machine outside town. I'm ready to go.
Well, then I guess it's goodbye.
Take care of yourself.
Good luck. I wasn't sure whether I could pull it off, but what did you think? How was my performance as the righteous parent?
Don't say that. It wasn't a performance.
Really? You know, that girl just now, I guess my little girl Dana would have sort of looked like her if she'd had the chance to grow up. I got this strange feeling looking at her.
Oh?
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. By the way, Mr. Eckert, how's the arm?
Don't worry about it. It's nowhere near the punishment I deserve. I just hope you can be content with it.
Oh, look, I'm not...
Well, anyway, I don't exactly know who they were, but I hope that kid and his sister have a good life.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I guess I'll be going now. What about you?
Oh, I'll be okay.
All right. Feel free to drop by again anytime you like. I'm looking forward to it. Take it easy till then, okay?
I will.
Well, looks like it's over, doesn't it? Good job, Ike.
I was trying to change my destiny.
And you did.
But was it all for you? You used me to make sure that you would be created, that no one would rewrite that part.
Now, let's not have all this unpleasant talk about using. I mean, who cares, really? Yes, you managed to preserve my destiny. If you'd been killed, I would never have been born. Immortality has its perks, but you have to be given life first.
I see. So I was just being used. All your talk about an ancestor, was that just to get me to go back to that time?
Well, how should I know? Oh, by the way, I need the Digipad back. Farewell, then. I've managed to preserve my own life, but...
But what?
Oh well. You chose your own path, after all. And I suppose we won't be seeing each other again. Your fate's in your own hands now, I'm afraid. Goodbye.
Hey! Hey, I wonder if that bar is still around. I'll go celebrate for staying alive today. I don't see that time machine, but it should get here sometime soon. And there's only one person who can bring it over. Hugo. There's no other way.
He's not here either. Where can Father be?
He's abandoned us. Father walked out on us.
Hugo, how can you say such a thing?
Tell me you know for sure that he didn't, sis. You can't. He's nowhere to be found. Experiment. Yeah, right.
I'll take another look outside.
Father, you don't care about us. All he thinks about is his stupid research. He lied to us. Oh, damn it.
Hugo, dry your tears.
Who are you?
Never mind that. I am giving you this machine.
What is...
The same as the one in the possession of the man you know, a time-traveling mechanism. However, this one is only capable of following his trail. Be aware of that.
You're giving this to me?
Use it. Use it to stop that man, that Ike.
Why?
The truth dawned on me one day that the key to Dr. Wagner's disappearance lay with that stranger. It was he who deceived Wagner and spirited him away with the promise of a great experiment. It must be so.
Is that what happened? That must be what happened.
Not only that, but long ago, the stranger possessed the Philosopher's Stone. With the stone combined with the power of science, creation of human life is finally possible. Or of one particular life. One that you attempted to bring back and failed. That of Helena, your mother.
How? How did you know that?
Because I am you.
Listen, there's more to the story.
Have you been here all this time? Hugo, you must get away.
Huh?
Wait, hey!
Wait!
What on?
Get out of my way.
Huh? What?
Damn you! Get out of my way!
Don't!
Hey, no!
Oh my.
Hugo's gone. Margaret! Wake up! All gone.
So, you erased Hugo's existence. You made his different selves touch, didn't you? Now who would have thought you had that in you?
It wasn't me. I wouldn't do a thing like that.
Well, who cares, really? Now there's no one out for your life. Congratulations. Well, looks like it's over, doesn't it? Good job, Ike.
I was trying to change my destiny.
And you did.
But was it all for you? You used me to make sure that you would be created, that no one would rewrite that part.
Now, let's not have all this unpleasant talk about using. I mean, who cares, really? Yes, you managed to preserve my destiny. If you'd been killed, I would never have been born. Immortality has its perks, but you have to be given life first.
I see. So I was just being used. All your talk about an ancestor, was that just to get me to go back to that time?
Well, how should I know? Oh, by the way, I need the Digipad back. Farewell, then. I've managed to preserve my own life, but...
But what?
Oh, nothing. I just have this bad feeling. Did your actions really manage to change the flow of events, Ike? Anyway, I suppose we won't be seeing each other again. Your fate's in your own hands now, I'm afraid. Goodbye.
Hey! It's over. Finally over. Man, this has been the longest day of my life. The streetlights seem so bright. Never noticed that before. I guess I just took it all for granted, but this place can be so beautiful. Everything is, really. I just never realized it. The trees and the air and the small things you do every day, the way time passes, all beautiful. That's what life's all about. And it was staring me in the face all this time. All the stars up there. I must be lucky. I know how beautiful it is to be alive.
Hey, dude, I think it's a drunk or something.
Aren't we the ones who are like, smashed?
Right on, dude. So it's like, join the club.
We bring you this luxurious tour.
I heard this rock and roll!
Catch you later, dude. You're gonna like get run over or something if you stays there.
Wait a sec. Did I just say something really important?
What? I couldn't hear you.
What am I thinking? Of course not. That would be too much of a coincidence.
What are you mumbling about? I was just joking about coming along with you. That would change the future, wouldn't it?
Probably. I'm really sorry, but...
It's okay. Really. You'll come over again, won't you? And tell me other interesting things.
I will. So see you again soon.
Hi.
Mr. Eckert, you...
A girl's comb. This belongs to you?
Mr. Eckert...
I asked you whether this was yours.
Yes, someone gave it to me. But we need to...
Here. And is this person important to you?
Well, you might say that.
I see.
Mr. Eckert, there's something I need to ask you.
I'm sorry. Truly, truly sorry. Blackmail. Our daughter went missing 20 years ago. It was Dana's return for your...
So were you the one that stabbed me too?
No, I don't know anything about that. You may not believe me, but that's the truth.
What? So there's someone else trying to kill me too? Then who were you talking to on the phone?
I honestly don't know. It sounded like a young man. He said he'd call again once you were dead. Don't worry, after all, I told you all this, didn't I? I won't make any more attempts on your life, and I plan to give myself up to the police. Forgiveness I can't ask for, but I am sorry.
No, that's all right. I'm still alive, and besides, it's the fault of whoever is really behind this. Please don't blame yourself too much, Mr. Eckert.
That comb made me realize something. There are people in your life who care about you. Such an obvious fact, really. No one is alone, and for every death there's hell to pay for everyone around them. Sometimes it isn't just memories that are left behind. It's pain and sorrow. I should know better than anyone else. After everything I went through all those years ago, I still... I am so very sorry.
It's all right, really.
You see, 20 years ago, on the day that our little girl went missing, there was a man on the scene, and he looked exactly like you.
Oh, but...
I know it wasn't you. It was almost 20 years ago. It's just plain impossible. But this man was there that day, and he fled the scene. There were no other suspects, and in the end, the police thought this guy had gotten away with it. You can imagine how surprised I was when I first saw you here. I even thought that maybe you were that man's son.
My parents...
Yes, you told me some time ago you didn't remember them at all.
No.
Even if he was your father, it makes no sense for you to be burdened with his sins. I knew that... God knows I thought about all this enough times, but I have to admit that I could never quite reconcile the facts and my feelings. I am sorry, Ike.
It's all right, Mr. Eckert. Really. Anyway, I should get going.
Already?
I have to find out who's doing this.
Yes, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. I'll do everything in my power.
This must be important.
Thanks. You too, Ike.
You have, by chance, the Philosopher's Stone?
Yes, is this it? That's the only stone I know that fits the bill.
Ah, in the name of heaven, I shall start the preparations for the experiment right now. It's all right. It doesn't matter if this is not the true stone. I'm grateful for your help regardless. But if it is the stone, the results should be wondrous. Please come back again in, let's see, make it 10 days.
10 days. Okay. That would be the 13th. Oh,
What is it?
that experiment's dangerous.
That may be, but this is something I want to do. Something I must do. Please, try to understand. 10 days from now, by then, the experiment should yield fruit. I will be able to show you the homunculus. At last, science will prove itself capable of creating life. How I wish she could have been here, Helena. That is my only regret. See you in 10 days, then. Oh, one more thing. Could you keep this a secret from Hugo and Margaret? Knowing Hugo, if he learns of this, he might do something like attempt to bring Helena back from the dead. He can't seem to face his mother's death. Should this experiment succeed, if I manage to find what answers I can in my quest for truth, I shall commit all records of my research to the fire. Now, take care.
Okay. Sir, I just thought of something.
What is it?
Maybe you should draw a pentagram or something. For protection, just in case. It is a dangerous experiment, after all.
I will certainly do so. I thank you for your concern. Your youth belies your thoughtfulness. I cannot help but envy it. Look at me. I've grown old in my laboratory. Ah, youth. Forgive me. I must not lapse into self-pity.
Well, I'll be seeing you. Hey, this is Dr. Wagner's research data. This is all about homunculus. Composition, method of creation. That's it. What if Hugo never reads this stuff? Without the homunculus data, Hugo would never attempt to recreate his mother. Come to think of it, if he never learns of homunculus's existence, he wouldn't want revenge. And no revenge, no time machine. I feel bad for Dr. Wagner, but I've got to get rid of this part.
Hugo, wait up.
Hurry up.
Hugo? He's back?
Father!
Father!
Ike, what are you doing here?
Oh, Dr. Wagner said to meet him here.
They told us there was a huge explosion. So we...
I actually just got here too. I didn't see Dr. Wagner.
We were so worried. We thought he may be lying here hurt, or... Anyway, I guess it's a good sign that he isn't here, right?
What are you burning?
Oh, nothing important.
Okay, then. So, sis, where could Father...
Well, we'll go take a look around. I'm sorry, but we have to go out for a while. We'll talk soon.
Okay, take care of yourselves.
See you around.
What the? Hugo's still here? Wasn't it enough just to burn the research data?
He's nowhere to be found. Where could Father be? Hugo, what is it?
Just wondering. I mean, what could he have been burning? Didn't I tell you to bring homunculus? If you won't do what I say, I'll...
Hugo!
Distillation? Something? And with... What's happening to me?
What the?
Hugo, what are you doing?
Something... method. It's no good. I can't read this.
Are you done looking at that rubbish?
Hey!
Oh, please. You said yourself it was too burnt to make out. Anyway, we have something more important to do now, right? I think Ike's out there looking for Father, too. Come on. We can't let him do all the work, can we?
Yeah, guess you're right. Damn it! What went wrong? What did I do to deserve...
Hugo! Hugo!
Hugo's all right.
What?
The past's been changed. That's why...
What do you mean? What's going on? Hugo, what happened to Hugo? Answer me!
It's all right. Everything's okay.
What kind of an answer is that? What the... No.
Oh, I get it now. By changing Hugo's past, I've canceled the existence of the time machine itself.
Help.
Is it over? All this?
Well, looks like it's over, doesn't it? Good job, Ike.
I was trying to change my destiny.
And you did.
Was it all for you? You used me just to make sure you'd be created, that no one would stop you from living.
Oh, really?
And in doing that, I changed other people's lives. Is my own fate worth that much? Is yours? So how am I supposed to feel?
Oh, please. Enough with the gloomy angst, Ike. Are you trying to put me on a guilt trip? I mean, who cares? Yes, you managed to preserve my destiny. If you had been killed, I would never have been born. Immortality has its perks, but you have to exist first.
Damn it. I don't believe this. So I was just being used after all.
Oh, by the way, I need the Digipad back.
Here you are.
Time for me to go. I suppose we won't be seeing each other again, in all likelihood. How many centuries has it been since I saw the light of day? Are you my so-called master this time around?
What the?
What yourself? You're the one who broke the seal. So, what do you desire most? Immortality? Eternal youth? To be filthy rich? Name it, and it's yours.
What is this? What lunacy?
But of course, your soul is mine when your futile existence ends. Until then, you can do whatever you like. Come on, name your wish.
For what? For this,
What did you say? I didn't catch that.
Was my research in vain? Was I wrong after all these years devoted to my task? Helena, forgive me!
Oh, hurry up, will you?
Give me my youth. I want to start my life over. And if possible, let me stay that age.
Sure thing. Hold on. There.
That young man the other day, I envied him his youth.
Am I? Did it really work?
Trust me, okay? You got exactly what you wished for.
Your work here is done. It's back to where you came from, demon.
Pentagram.
It's no great art to get rid of the likes of you, but I was well advised to ready an additional barrier. Return to the stone from whence you came, and I will start my research and my life from the beginning.
You... Damn it, you'll pay for this? No pentagram is completely... like my pure mind of memories. Be damned to the endless night.
Where am I? Oh. beautiful stone.
No, you just can't spring something like that on me.
But if you stay here, it's going to affect the timeline.
What? What kind of a... You're saying I should go back for the timeline?
I didn't mean... Look.
So, I'm supposed to abandon my life here for the sake of your timeline? You left me here for 4 years, remember? And now we're both going to pretend like those 4 years didn't exist? That really sucks, Ike.
Dana?
Sorry. I'm sorry I lost it, but it's just not possible. I can't just erase 4 years' worth of good memories from my mind. Even if I were to go back, I would always be thinking of my life here. I'd have to. I know that. Being asked to go back, that's just so...
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I'm really sorry.
Why couldn't you have shown up right after I got here? Then I could have gone back.
I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry. But, are you really ready to spend your whole life here?
Please, let me think about it for a while. It's too big a decision.
Okay. I'll leave you alone. I'll be back later. Could you think about it till then? I know it's heavy stuff.
All right. Later then. Oh, wait, hold on. My boss, you know, the one at the cafe I used to work at? If you see him, could you say hello? And tell him I'm sorry that I just disappeared on him like that. And tell him that he should deduct the shift from my paycheck.
I don't think that's necessary.
You don't? But I was supposed to open up the shop the next day. I wonder if everything turned out okay. I can't believe I'm so worried about this at this point.
Don't worry about that. It's only been about half a day since I met you, you know.
Huh? What does that mean?
Well, actually, it's... forget it. I'll just give him the message.
Really? So that's okay then?
Yeah.
Phew. That's one thing I don't have to stress over anymore.
Well, take care of yourself. I'll see you later.
Thanks. You too, Ike.
What's this? There you are.
Oh. Are you still here?
Actually, I've been there and now I'm back. There was a note there for you.
Oh, of course. It's still the same time back there.
Sort of. It's been a couple of hours.
Wouldn't have guessed he'd do that. I mean, he's a good boss and everything, but when I was in that time, I thought no one needed me.
Dana?
Do you think maybe there's a place for me there? You know, to come home to? What do you think, Ike?
Of course there's a place for you.
I'll go back.
What?
I said I'm going back. I'll go back with you to the time we came from.
Are you really okay with that?
Yes, but I want to go as quickly as possible. Otherwise, I'll lose my nerve.
Okay, let's go then.
Sis didn't have much of a chance.
Oh, we're back in that day?
Yeah.
I see. It already feels so familiar. Gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Look at what I'm wearing. I look like a one-person Halloween parade. And I guess I've aged 4 years in an afternoon, right?
Don't worry about that.
Really? You think?
You still look young, Dana.
You sure?
Absolutely.
But I guess I'll go back to my apartment and take a good look in the mirror. I can't help feeling, you know. Do you have something else to do, Ike?
Yeah. Sorry I can't walk you home.
I'll be fine. I have to remember how to get there as I go anyway. This age and I have a lot of catching up to do.
I'll be in touch. Take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too. You can find me in the cafe usually.
I'll see you later then.
Ike! Oh, God, it's Hugo. He's...
This meter here, is this a time machine?
What's going on? What happened to Hugo?
It's all right. You can relax.
But he disappeared. Hugo.
Okay, I'll go look for him. Will you wait here?
Are you sure?
I know what I'm doing. Actually, that's an overstatement. But I'll do what I can.
I'd be grateful for any help. Please, find him. Mother's dead, father's gone, and now Hugo. If he doesn't come back,
Margaret, try not to imagine the worst. You wait here, and I'll be back soon.
I'm all right now. Never mind about me. Please, find Hugo.
Okay, I will. Don't worry.
Hey, long time no see. Actually, didn't we just see each other today?
Is this Hugo?
Uh-huh. I really like these machines of the future. Being able to just project your voice a long distance, that's really something.
How do you know my number?
Oh, that. I asked someone called Eckert. You know, you mentioned him once.
How did you get here, and why? Were you the one threatening Mr. Eckert?
Come on, threaten sounds so serious. All I did was propose a deal. Can I help it if he jumped at the chance when I told him what he wanted to hear about his daughter? Oh, and about how I got here. It's pretty simple, really. Remember that tool you showed me? I just made one of my own, you see?
What?
Well, actually, I didn't make it, not exactly. The Hugo of the future completed it and gave it to me. A transport mechanism to time-space marked by phenomena of relevance. You like it? Just like yours. Actually, I think the other stuff may be different, but who cares, right? In any case, I can track and follow your machine. Help.
Hugo! Do you have someone with you?
Absolutely. A friend of yours, I think.
What?
I saw you two talking. Looked pretty cozy to me. But it was sheer luck that I ran into her in the future.
Dana! What are you doing with Dana?
Well, that's up to you. I'm asking you to do me a favor. Bring Homunculus with you. We'll be waiting in the square. Don't keep me waiting, all right?
Hey! Hugo! Where are you?
Lord, you're so noisy. I'm here, right here.
Oh, God, help me.
Dana! You bastard! Hugo, you... Hey! Hugo! You're the one that's been trying to kill me!
Never mind that. Where's Homunculus?
You heard what I asked you.
The Homunculus was completed because you showed up. You fooled Father into creating the Homunculus. Isn't that right? I read Father's research notes. They said you brought him the last ingredient, the Philosopher's Stone.
Me? Get your father to create Homunculus? All I've been doing is trying to stay alive. But it isn't...
What I really wanted was to get here earlier and stop what you were doing. But all my machine could do is follow yours. So I targeted yesterday's you because I thought I could manage to get to you before you did the things you did today. I had so many chances, but I still didn't manage to kill you off. It's a shame, but there's no way for my machine to outrun yours. And I can't stop the Homunculus from being completed. So I'm switching to another plan. If I can't prevent Homunculus from being created in the first place, I'll destroy it. That seems to be the only way to get a hold of the Philosopher's Stone.
Philosopher's Stone? What use is that to you?
I'm going to make Mother, just like Father made Homunculus. The only difference is that I haven't got a Philosopher's Stone. That's why I'm going to use Homunculus instead.
Don't go there, Hugo. Your father would agree.
what about my father?
He said you might do something like attempt to bring Helena back from the dead. And he also said that he would burn all the records once this experiment was completed to make sure you wouldn't.
Oh, really? In that case, why were the papers safe and sound? Even though Father himself had disappeared into thin air.
I wouldn't know the reason for that.
I have to do this. We still need to be a family. That's why I'm going to make Mother, and we can all be happy again. And that's why I need that stone. Get it? Come on. Get homunculus.
You want to raise the dead?
The stone let Father create homunculus. That means this has to work too. I can do it, I know. So come on, go get him.
Homunculus can't be... He just appears out of nowhere. It has nothing to do with what I want. Yes, he saved my life, but that's about it. It just isn't possible for me to call him up. You've got to understand.
No excuses. If you want your girlfriend here safe, you better hurry up.
Ike?
Dana, I'm so sorry. If I just walked you home...
Come on, hurry up. I'll give you 20 minutes.
Oh, Ike! Any luck? Did you find Hugo?
I did, but...
Did something happen?
Hey, do you think maybe you can come with me?
What? You mean...
To my time, yeah. Well, that's where Hugo is.
There's something going on, isn't there? All right, I'll go with you.
I'm sorry. It's just that I think it might be quicker for you to see for yourself than hear it from me.
This is... the future? It's so bright here. And it's nighttime. This is amazing. Wait a second. Where's Hugo?
He's nearby. Hugo's trying to kill me.
What? Why would Hugo want to do a thing like that?
He says Dr. Wagner disappeared because of a secret experiment. Hugo believes that I caused this by helping Dr. Wagner, giving him the stuff he needed for the experiment. It looks like he dedicated his life to tracking me down, and this situation we've got here is the result.
You mean he came all this way just to kill you?
Yeah, but I haven't done anything. I don't know what happened to Dr. Wagner at all. I want to make him realize that this is a misunderstanding. Will you help me?
I'll help you. I don't want Hugo to do a terrible thing like that. I can talk to Hugo. Take me to him, please. Hugo!
Sis, what are you doing here? Stay away! Don't come near me!
Hugo, what do you think you're doing? Stop this right now!
Shut up! You have no right to order me around.
Hugo, calm down. Ike is not the kind of monster you believe he is.
You're too nice, you know that? He cares more about this strumpet here than you.
What's he talking about?
Never mind that. Hugo, we're going home.
I'm not going.
Hugo!
What the...
We're going home, Hugo. It may be just the two of us, but we're still a family, and we have a place to go back to.
But...
I'll take care of you. And you take care of me, okay? What I make working will keep us both fed and clothed. I can try to be more like Mother was to us.
Sis, you don't care anymore that Mother's gone.
Look, both of us are old enough to stand on our own 2 feet, Hugo. We have to take responsibility for our own actions, right?
Okay. I'll go home. I'm sorry about everything. Forget the Philosopher's Stone. It's okay now. Is that good?
Yes. Ike, we really are sorry.
Come on, sis, let's go home. Once we're there, I promise I'll destroy the time-traveling device.
What? Seems a shame.
It's my way of showing that I'm sorry. Come on.
I wish I could have seen a little more of this age. But I guess that's the least of our concerns now.
I left the machine outside the town. We should be going.
I'm glad you found her. She's the one you were looking for, isn't she? I guess it's goodbye.
I guess so. Well, take care of yourself.
What was all that? And why did that kid try a thing like that?
I'm sorry. It's my fault that you had to go through all that.
It's okay, I'm all right. Besides, for some reason, I can't really be mad at him.
I know what you mean. I think he's a nice kid, really.
If I had a little brother, maybe that's how he'd be.
Huh?
Just something that kind of hit me. Nothing important, you know. Oh.
Well, looks like it's over, doesn't it? Good job, Ike.
I was trying to change my destiny.
And you did.
Was it all for you? You used me just to make sure you'd be created, that no one would stop you from living.
Now, let's not have all this unpleasant talk about using. I mean, who cares, really? Yes. Yes, you managed to preserve my destiny. If you had been killed, I would never have been born. Immortality has its perks, but you have to be given life first.
What happened to Dr. Wagner?
What makes you think I know? How many centuries has it been since I saw the light of day? Are you my so-called master this time around?
What the?
What yourself? You're the one who broke the seal. So, what do you desire most? Immortality? Eternal youth? To be filthy rich? Name it, and it's yours.
What is this? What lunacy?
But of course, your soul is mine when your futile existence ends. Until then, you can do whatever you like. Come on. Name your wish.
For what? For this,
What did you say? I didn't catch that.
Was my research in vain? Was I wrong after all these years devoted to my task? Helena, forgive me!
Oh, great. Old people are always spacing out, I swear. Hello? Snap out of it, Grandpa.
Be gone, then. Be gone, miserable, cursed creature. Be gone from my sight forever. You asked me my wish, and here it is.
Disappear from your sight, you say? Oh, sure thing. If that's what you want, that's what you get. There.
What is this?
Offerings for your permanent departure. That way you'll never have to see me again. Get it? Good. Bye-bye now.
You, Elena. The children. Forgive me, Elena.
Oh, amateur. You think you can pull that on me? Not in 1,000 years, old man. So, it was something like that. I granted him his heart's desire, you see.
You...
Yes. Oh, by the way, I need the Digipad back.
Here. It's yours.
Time for me to go. I suppose we won't be seeing each other again. In all likelihood.
What? Who was that?
I don't really know, I guess. Never did figure that one out. But it's okay. I don't think we'll ever see him again.
It's not okay. 4 years.
Are you still worried about that?
Of course. I mean, 4 years? Hello? The best years of my life? I'm holding you personally responsible, you know.
Well, in that case, okay. I'll take responsibility.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
How should I know?
Oh, yeah?
I'm forgetting things in my old age. Maybe it was about that necklace I was going to make you?
You are such a... Well, since you brought it up, I should mention something. You're like a nice dad. I don't remember mine. And you're too young to be one, but that's how I see you.
Oh, do I seem that ancient?
No, nothing like that. It's all this talk about responsibility. And besides, you seem so with it and everything.
Okay, I'll walk you home, just in case.
That'd be nice. I don't want to deal with that again. Come on, Dad.
Come on yourself. If you call me that again, you can walk alone.